Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cyber Training with Epiphany. I'm Cheryl Abram, and today I want to talk about three what I think are really exciting things. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it here on my Cyber channel, but I'm also going to do a video on my Epiphany channel to talk about it as well because it's relevant on both. The first one I want to talk about is doxing. Okay. I have just recently heard of the word doxing. Like, I know what doxing is, but I hadn't, heard it called that. Okay. So what it is, in case you all don't know, is actually, let me start off right here. I'll just show you where you can go. And I have, again, as I always do, I have the links to all of these things so that you can see them. But I want to show you the definition of doxing. Okay. Can you see that? That's my StreamYard. Okay, there it is. So doxing is, put this up here, a practice of searching and broadcasting of private, authentic information about a specific person or organization against their will. That against their will part is the most important part, okay? Because I am a part of various, or I'm subscribed to various YouTube channels, okay, that talk about different things from makeup to cooking to just mundane everyday stuff. This one girl's an entrepreneur, like, and I like watching their channels. So in this one particular group that I'm in, they specialize in doxing, okay, because what they do, it's a very messy, a very messy sector of YouTube, okay? And what they do is they find out stuff about other YouTubers and they broadcast it on their channel. And they do it in a malicious way. Just today, one of the YouTubers found information about another YouTuber, about her marital status, about her mother, about her criminal record, all that stuff, and was just broadcasting it out today. She had like 600 people in her chat when she did it, okay? That's doxing, okay? And I bring up doxing on this channel because it is a part of, now will this just show up if I click on it? Let me see. I'm still learning how to use this StreamYard, okay? Okay, let me stop sharing. That works. And I'm looking up here because I have my big screen up here. Okay. So share screen again. I believe that's the one. There we go. The CIA model. Okay. And this link is, again, it's underneath this video. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. If you're in cybersecurity, you've heard of this. I'm sure you've gone over it. But see, look at where doxing falls. Right here, under confidentiality. Okay, leaking private information such as social security numbers or phone numbers about an individual organization in order to do harm. Okay, so the intent behind it is really important. Okay, and again, this falls under confidentiality, which is about making sure data is accessible only to those who need it, who it's intended for. But one of the things I talked about regarding the CIA model, and I actually wrote something about it that I'm going to post on my LinkedIn page, is, do we need to take another look at the CIA model? Do IT and cybersecurity folks need to examine the CIA again, given how the landscape has changed? I'm asking this question. I'm wondering, because when it comes to confidentiality, something else is there that wasn't there before. Okay, and that's connection. We are connecting now so much more than we could before because of the internet. And how do you connect with somebody else? Okay, you find something real, something common, with them. That's what the social media is. It's about being social, okay, as opposed to antisocial. Okay, you're out there, you're on the Facebooks and the Twitters and your YouTube channels and all of this stuff. And what are you doing? You're sharing. You're sharing, like, your family may be a part of Facebook or whatever, but other people, may be able to see what's on they do see, not may see, they do see what's on your page. Okay, unless you lock it down and make it private and all this other kind of stuff. But people share information. Okay, so connection seems to be taking precedence over confidentiality. That's just the way that I'm seeing it. Okay, it seems to me like connection is doing something with that confidentiality portion of the CIA model. Okay, now I'm just putting it out there that because of that, and that's a reality, that's true, we can't just ignore that. Okay, we can't just ignore that. And you see all the time, at least I see all the time on Facebook, if someone is on video getting caught doing something or saying something that's against societal norms in some kind of way, in an instant, you will see people posting on Twitter, Facebook, wherever they can get their voice out there. This is this person's name. This is where he or she works. This is the phone number. This is the name of his or her boss. Call them, let them know what you saw. People losing their jobs, right? Because all this information is readily available, accessible. Okay. Now, they may have been sharing some things, with their families or something. Okay. But the nature of doxing is being able to find, now it's public information. It's not like you breaking into anything to get this information about people. It's out there, it's public. Okay. So how can we think about your cyber awareness training, right? One lady that I like to follow, she's really good. Her name is Jessica Barker. She's, she does stuff over there in Europe, and she probably travels around the world too. I don't know. But she talks a lot about the human side of technology, like, the same stuff that I talk about. And one thing she said that she does, and as she was explaining it, I'm thinking, okay, she's doxing people. However, she was doing it, the intent was not to cause harm. So what she would do is when she'd go into organizations to give the training, cyber training, and then she's on the people side. Like, I'm a social worker, I'm a certified hypnotist, I do a lot of people type things. Okay, she's a psychologist, and she's into the psychology, the theories, and all that stuff, right? So what she does is she goes in with that perspective to talk to not just users of the technology, but she talks to the programmers, the help desk people, all that stuff. So what she would do is get just the name of some of the people in the room, who are going to be there, with their permission, of course. And she goes on social media and she just looks for stuff. And when she goes in and does the presentation, she's already using that information that she found about the person. She would create like spear phishing emails and stuff, right? And present that and say, okay, does this look like something you would click on? And many of them, first of all, they'd be surprised, like, oh my goodness, and then they'd be like, probably, because everything that's in there is true. I did go to the beach, I did take some pictures. I was with my family, so it looks legit. So I would click on whatever's in there for me to see the pictures from the, the party that we went to last week or something like that, So she uses it for good. Okay, let's just say it like that, right? So it's actually not doxing, all right, because she's actually using it as a learning tool, to get individuals to really care and give attention to what they're sharing, to how they are actually, opening themselves up to this kind of thing happening. Okay, so it's just a plea and a tool to help people be a little more cognizant of what they're doing. All right. Okay. Now, I also want to come back here. I want to show you guys something. So I've been working on a couple of projects, and I've been, doing a lot of research. Oh, let me tell you what I did tonight. It's so exciting for me. So I've been learning how to use, various things. I do the human side, but I'm also learning how to do more technological type things. So today, my computer, I have a million things on my computer, okay? And I'm terrible at putting stuff in folders. I'm terrible at version control. I mean, it's awful, okay? I'm telling you, I have so many things on my Trello. If Trello goes down, I'm going down with it, okay? Because I have so many things on there. All right, so tonight I was looking for a document that I did in 2017, okay? Very important document I was looking for. I was going to show it here, but it's not relevant here tonight. And I couldn't find the damn thing, First of all, I didn't remember what I titled it. I didn't remember, so how am I going to find it if I don't, really remember what the title was? I had an idea, but I wasn't sure if that was it. So I go into my, the regular file thing. It says type here to search. So I'm typing stuff, and it takes forever. If you have to search the whole computer, it takes forever. So I'm like, all right. So I said, okay, let me go into command prompt. Okay. So I went into command prompt, and I remembered, some of the stuff that I've been practicing, as I'm putting together this course or something. And I was able to pull up the directory and all of the files. Okay. And I love how command prompt, everything is just alphabetical. I love that. Everything is alphabetized. So it was a long list. Okay, I have so many things in my documents. I'm going down. So what was happening is I started searching on the GUI first. Okay. And you know how the green line goes across like this, and it takes like 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Okay. While that was working, I went in command prompt, to see if I can find it in there. It took like 10 seconds, and it was, and I was able to open it in command prompt as well. It popped up on my other screen in the Word document, and the thing is like this, it's still going like that, right? Okay. So I will never forget that. Okay. Now I see the relevance. I see why I would want to know how to do those kinds of things on my own computer. Okay. That was so helpful. It saved me time. I would have been looking for that thing forever. Like, seriously. I mean, it saved me time. I was able to open it and save it, and I put it in a place where I can remember. Okay, so that's what happened to me tonight. All right, so the final thing that I want to talk about is cybersecurity games. All right, so the two projects I'm working on are with K through 12. Okay, K through 12, and I'm looking for, with that audience, more gamey type things, so that they're learning, but they're also, having fun. They're also engaged. They're also building confidence as they get scores and, all that stuff that comes with games. Let me show you one of the ones I found that I really like. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it too. And here it is. So Texas A&M, on their Division of Information Technology website, has this game. They have this website. How do I, hold on, let me get it back up a different way, y'all. Sorry, but I'm learning how to use this thing. Where is it? Over here. You know what? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's try this again. Share screen. Here it is. No, I don't want you to see. So it's several games that they have on here. Let me pull this down here. It's getting in my way. There you go. Okay. Today life is a game. So all you do, so these are the various games they have on this web. Now they're all free to go into, okay? Aggie Life, Today Life, this is like the game of life. Y'all remember playing the game of life? Not like you're buying stuff, you're graduating from college and all that. But as you're going through this game, you're also answering questions related to cybersecurity, okay? Football Fever, this is about choosing the correct play. And the correct play is, of course, the cybersecurity questions. You're answering these kinds of questions. So all of this stuff, like if you, for your own security training or whatever you're doing in your organization, check this out. Check this out as something that the people can possibly use. Let me click on this one real quick. So I can just show you what the board looks like and stuff. I played this one. I didn't get all the way through it. I played it for a little while, but you start here. See how it looks like a board game? So here you tap the button, it'll spin, okay? And it moves on its own, okay? Now it's gonna stop on, you just invented a great Frisbee volleyball game and sold it for $50,000, okay? So now I have $50,000 in my account. Now here's the question. You've just found the best gift on an online auction site, an emoji chia pet. Is it safer to use your credit card or a debit card for online purchases? Okay, so I'm gonna say credit card. Cha-ching! Federal law capture credit card liability at $50. So you see, I love it, okay? Because you're not just answering yes or no, or whatever. It's actually giving you information about why that question is right or why it's wrong, okay? So it's really, and this is good not just for users, but for your help desk people, to do. This stuff is really important, okay? So now, so you just keep going, you keep spinning. This right here shows you your progress, okay? Over here, your account balance, you may be doing something where you're losing money or whatever, okay? But it's a really, I liked it. I liked this one. I actually like this one better than the football one, probably because I'm not a football fan or whatever. But they have a lot of different, they have different things that you can do. So this is a really fun game. Check it out. I have the link. The link is here underneath the video. Okay. Now, just really quickly, this just came out, okay, October 30th, 2019. I posted this on my LinkedIn. So if you're not part of my LinkedIn, go there, Cheryl Abram, and what do you call it on LinkedIn? Is it a friend or no? I think it's like a connection or something like that, right? Okay, major employers commit to build a stronger cybersecurity workforce pipeline. This is really important, and it's got wonderful information in there about why we want to start doing things differently in cyber when it comes to hiring and training people, okay? So here are three, here it is right here. So these three things right here are what they're looking to do to change the face of cybersecurity right now. Because I said in another video, and I also said in an article that I just wrote about how, we gotta get it together when it comes to this diversity in cyber. You gotta get it together, okay? Because the adversaries, they have it together. They understand, all right? That it's about diversity in thought. That's what you want. Diversity in ideas and skills. That's what you're looking at. So we gotta get out there and do what we know is the right thing to do. So I don't think I put this link in the video. I'm gonna have to do it when I'm done here. But go here, read this thing. It's not very long, but I'm sure there's something in here that you can share with your group, your team, your executive, your supervisor, whomever, whoever you're with. But this is really good. And there's a contact down here for you, David I don't know how you say that, Forsky. something like that. A contact for you to contact about, you know, how you can possibly get involved in some of this stuff. All right. Okay. I don't know if anybody is on here with me because I can't really see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So that's so we talked about the CIA model, talked about doxing. Okay, what doxing is, how it's happening, right? Is that happening? Yeah, how it's happening right now, what people use it for, and how doxing is so easy, you know, getting people's information and using it for malicious purposes, like spear phishing. It's so simple because we are all about connection on social media. If anybody Googles Cheryl Abram, listen, y'all gonna find out so much stuff. I'm telling, and mostly because I put it out there. Okay, the groups that I'm in, you know, on YouTube, they have some of the funniest names, you know, in the chat. Very few people use their real name. Very few. Actually, I'm proud. A lot of times, I'm the only one in the chat with my real name, Cheryl Abrams. So you ain't nobody got to pull any teeth, you know, to know who I am or what I'm doing or where I am or whatever. Okay, but that's purposeful. I want you to know my name, okay, because of what I do, and you know, because of what I do. So doxing is easy because we are all about connecting with people. Okay, connection is very important to us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on social media. My boyfriend, he's sort of up and down. He don't like social media. Okay, type his name in Google, see what comes up. You ain't gotta like it. Okay. he thinks he's off the grid, but he's not. Okay, he's not. And I've shown him that not only information about you, your picture. They got this website. What is it called? Like people search or people find or something like that. Listen, you need very little information. Is you? They got the name of your mother, your father, your sister. Free. Now, if you want to get some of that other stuff, you got to pay for it. Criminal records or your next court date. That stuff is free. Okay. I know here in Maryland, you can just go to like Maryland case search. Type in a name. Everybody with that name pop up. You'll see the next court date, what they're going to court for. Listen, I'm telling you, doxing is very easy. It's very easy to do. So it's just about having people be aware of what people can do with information that we put out there. And on my other channel, I talked about the other day about, you know, either we can be truthful and authentic to begin with, or somebody's going to force it. Right now, in that group that I told you I was in, that sector, one of the sectors that I'm in on YouTube, a whole bunch of people are being forced to tell the truth about themselves because somebody else found out, and they're putting it all out there, you know, which is not right. Doxing is not right. You to find information about somebody and use it maliciously. Okay, we know that's not right at all. However, when we do our cybersecurity awareness stuff, use these kinds of examples that I'm talking about here. Okay, use that game. I cannot tell you. I've been in government for 16 years. The IT security awareness training was garbage for 16 years. Okay, the only thing that changed was they added more information. That's it. More stuff for us to read, click on, and hurry up and get through so we can get back to our jobs. There's a better way. There's a better way. Me and my partner who are working on this cyber project, we talked to, I don't give her a name, but we talked to somebody from GE Aviation about how they train, how they do their awareness training. They use an escape room. They use an online escape room. she showed us some information about it. I asked some questions. We got a little mini demo. It's great, very engaging. A lot. If we had something like that in my organization, I would have really looked forward to doing that. And let me tell you, there was a panel recently. It was oh, what is this? I got my hair done today. It's sticking up all over the place. There was a panel about, it was called like the future of cyber or the evolution of cyber or something like that. It was called. It was really, really good panel. And I think it was given by the Women's Society of Cybersecurity. I think the president was on that. Let me change this banner. Yeah, so it was given by the Women's Society of Cybersecurity. And one of the people on the panel said that the way they did their cyber awareness training, it was optional. And I'm like, okay, how is that possible? How is because you have to satisfy the auditors and stuff, right? Mine has always been mandatory, okay? And if you didn't do it, they shut your computer off, right? Because they are required by law to do this. So I'm thinking, how in the world would you make it optional? 100% compliance with an optional training. And she explained, because it was really gamey. It was very gamey, but people had options on how, if you did it, tell us how you want to do it. Do you want to sit down and just take a test? Do you want to do this cyber thing? Do you want to do a, what was it called? Okay, the escape room. What was the other one? What is it called when you're looking for stuff? Woo! What is that called? Not a treasure hunt. The other thing. What is that called? Oh my goodness, I can't even think about it. But when you got to go and find different things and different, so that was the option. Okay, if you want to do it, these are the options. 100% compliance, because people like to choose. Okay, you're a people. You are a people. You like to choose. You don't like anybody telling you nothing, right? We prefer for someone to give us options, and then we say, okay, I'll do it this way. I don't want to do it that way. I prefer to do it this way. And we know people learn differently, right? Some people are very hands-on. They want to get in there and problem solve. Some people learn better just by reading a thing or hearing somebody talk about it. Okay. So because we know that, because that's the reality, people are different. Let's give them options, and let them decide how they want to learn and absorb and respond to this thing. Okay. Can we at least do that? So yeah, I was shocked that, first of all, they told them it's optional. Now, I don't know what would happen if they didn't do it. Like if they decide, I don't want to do this at all. Like I'm not sure about that. I don't remember them addressing that. But she said, it was 100% compliance, even with that. Now you have to have the budget and all, then, to be able to do that kind of thing. But it's still possible, because the thing I showed you, that cybersecurity game, that's free. The thing on, see, I'm not gonna sleep tonight unless I remember. You know what? Let me go. I'm not gonna rest well if I don't figure out what the hell that thing is called. Okay, I'm gonna find it right now, because I put it on my Trello board and I put the link. What is it called? Scavenger hunt. That's what it is. Okay. It's called the cybersecurity scavenger hunt. That was the other option. That was the option. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and they also have, let me pull this up real quick before I go. How long have I been on here? 29 minutes. Okay. I'm about to get off, but let me show you one more thing that I just found out. This thing just September 4th, 2019. This is hot off the press. Hot off the press, okay? And again, because I'm working with kids, really looking for ways to help them be and feel engaged. This is on Steam, okay? My boys go on Steam all the time to play these games. This is by ThreatGen, Red versus Blue. Okay, apparently it's a cyber warfare game for K through 12, whoever wants to play it. Okay, it's how much is it? They have the price here somewhere. Oh, $29.99. Okay. Red versus Blue is a cyber warfare turn-based strategy game that is also designed to actually teach you real-world cybersecurity concepts, methods, strategies, and skills. Okay. Another thing that I have in my in my bag of tricks, for the kids, I have to think about how to incorporate this. If I even use this, it may just be what I'm doing now, just letting them know, hey, if you want to learn more about cyber, you're in this, this after school program, but here's a really fun way you can do it. Let the parents know, this is something you can purchase for your child so that they're having fun, but they're also, able to learn more about these concepts so they can, get the skills that we need, that we need, to help protect and defend against what's going on out there. All right. So I know I said this is the last thing, but let me show one more thing. So I find a lot of stuff, right, as I'm doing the work, and because things come out all the time, right? They come out all the time, and they're very interesting. They're very interesting. So one thing that I was going to do, and this is going to be in the, ooh, that's a bright screen. I know you've seen this before, but what I wanted to do was to, while the class is going on, okay, and in our next class, we're talking about PowerShell and operating systems and sysinternals, okay? But what I think I'm going to do is, for each of the remaining sessions, I'm going to have on the screen this map. Okay, let me share my screen so you can see what it is. There you go. I want to have this map showing in the room on the big screen while they're doing their work. So this is one of the worldwide, what is it called? This is an attack map, okay? This shows the worldwide attacks. This is Sonic Walls. There's several of these out there, and I'm sure you've seen them before. But this shows the kids, listen, what you're doing right now is so relevant, because look at all the attacks. You can't even see the United States of America. You can't see it. Top 3 attack targets: the United States, United Kingdom, and Mexico. Now this changes. Now, United States and the UK are pretty much always up there, but this third one sometimes changes, okay? Type of attacks: intrusion, right now, and then malware attacks, okay? So I really want the boys and the girls, those participating, to see that what you're training on, what you're doing, what you're learning here, what you're practicing is, first of all, needed. We need you, okay? Because the stuff you see going on here, this ain't gonna slow down. Now, it depends on when you look at this map. Sometimes, now this is really, really busy. I need to do more research about why certain times of the day or something is just like, you see, you can barely see the United States of America. We're over here, okay? I have to see why, but yeah, but sometimes it'll slow down or whatever. So I need to do more research into the whys behind all of this stuff, which is what I like to do. But this is something that I want to show in the class, and it's gonna help lend a sense of reality, a sense of urgency, to what they're doing, a sense of, okay, this is really what I want to do. I want to be able to protect my mother, my sister, my family, my community, from all this stuff that is going on. I want to be able to protect those that I love and care for in my organization. I want us to be able to accomplish our mission, okay, in an effective and efficient way, and that's not going to happen, if all these attacks are going on, and people are infiltrating the organization, getting in the way of us really doing the business and accomplishing the mission that we're here to accomplish, okay? Yeah, so starting with the next session, I want the boys to get, and I want this to be, you know, because you see, it's like it's almost real time. I think it's a little bit delayed. I forgot. Show attack sites on map from yesterday. Okay, I think it's like a day behind. Is that what it is? What is this? Ooh, what did I just do? Okay, I don't know what clicking that button means. So I gotta figure that out. But it's almost real time, okay? I know that. Oh, those lights show up when I click the button. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna show this to them. Now, in another article that I had, another video, NASA has done this, has created this map for their organization. So the employees, everybody from the facility people to the people, you know, making the decisions, see in real time or close to real time what's going on in the organization, what kinds of attacks are happening right now. Because now that makes people aware. Okay, I'm aware that I need to be conscious of what I'm doing. I need to be conscious of the emails and the links that I'm clicking on. And I need to use that report phishing button that's in my Outlook. Okay. This kind of thing makes people aware. When they don't see anything, when all they hear is IT security awareness in October, you know, and they're in it, and when it's time for the training and they don't hear anything else after that, you know, you're getting it out of their awareness. This keeps it in their awareness. Okay, this is important stuff. And the link I shared in that video, I think it was like 2 videos before this one, the link I shared in there has really, now I'm not a programmer, none of that stuff, but they had at the bottom of the email, at the bottom of the article, how you can create this for your organization. It looked pretty easy to me, I don't know, but I'm sure somebody can figure that out for your organization. So yeah, so this is really my last thing. I'm done. I'm done, okay? All right. Yeah, so those are just some of the things, the doxing, the CIA model, the, wanting the connection, these cyber games, other things you can think about to incorporate in your team, in your organization, something to put cyber, the importance of it, the importance of being cyber secure, being physically secure. You lock your doors at night, you keep your purse next to you when you go to the mall, you keep the money in your wallet and you lock your doors on the car, all that stuff. Physical security and cyber security are not 2 separate things, okay? They're very much the same thing, very much so. All right, so that is all I'm gonna have for tonight. And I'm gonna be back before the end of the week because I want to share a stakeholder analysis that I did for, well, actually the entire logic model that I did for the Cyber's Future program. Okay, so I want you to see the kind of inputs that went into the program, the kind of activities that are going to happen, because of the inputs, the staff, the space, all that stuff, right? What the outputs are going to be, what the tangible, what's called proof of work, and you probably know that from blockchain, right? Proof of work is the tangible and traceable evidence that something has happened. Okay, we have those outputs, and then we get to the outcomes. Okay, that's what the person learned, how they're, how they change their thinking, their acting, how they change their behavior, and finally, what we hope the long-term outcome is going to be for that, the student and the nonprofit and, all the other major stakeholders. So I'm going to share that with you all so you can see that's something that I do as part of all the work that I do, designing, learning, and training programs. Okay. All right. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you so much for being with me. I really appreciate it. I hope this stuff anything I said here was helpful to you. If you have questions, I think my email is down here. If not, I'll put it down there, or you can just comment or something and we can chat. Okay. If you're saying anything in the chat, I'm so sorry. I'm not able to see it with the StreamYard thing, But I'm gonna have to get my stuff together. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you later.